Thanks for staying with us. Are you currently in an abusive marriage or relationship? Are you a rape victim, physically or emotionally abused? Are you a victim of spousal battery, an assault or human traffic victim, and you desire help? This program is for you. You can access justice through this program and by sending us message on WhatsApp on 0818 727 4284 or 0703 542 1751. This show enjoys collaboration with National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, and Force Gender Unit of the Nigerian Police Force. So be rest assured that whatever case you report to us will get that attention you so desire. And to stream this program live on Facebook, like us at unbroken.gbv, and then you'll be watching us right about now on Facebook. So right now I'm going to be introducing my guest. From my right, from my extreme right is
Unbroken.
All right, and also to my right is
Abi Faithful
from
Education as a Vaccine.
It was so nice to have you on the show. And so to my left is
I'm Josiah Emerode, Director of Public Enlightenment, National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons.
wow, so good to have you in the studio, sir, as always. So you've been a regular guest on this show. And today we are going to be having two beautiful ladies from an NGO called Education as a Vaccine. Is a non-governmental organization founded in 2000, registered in Nigeria and in the United States to improve the health and development of children, adolescents, and young people. EVA is a women-led and youth-focused organization. EVA also influences and advocates for laws and policies that promotes the rights of adolescents and women. Education as a Vaccine uses child and youth-friendly approaches to engage children and young people in Nigeria. The organization strengthens the capacities of children, young people, and other stakeholders to facilitate this and sustain social change in the area of health, protection, education through integrated programming. Education as a Vaccine has implemented several projects across the country that project and oppose the rights of women and girls. The objective is to dismantle the negative norm that perpetuates violence against women and girls. And also on the show, if time permits, we will be calling also another guest who is going to be joining us from Wharncliffe, Precious Williams. So as the show goes by, we are discussing today on the topic rape. You know, rape has become a norm in our society. It has become one of the demons we have to fight as a people, and that's why this show is created, to help our people and to also educate them on what to do and how to help our young ones to help them not to become prey in the hands of predator, and also campaign and also let people know that there are laws that can also cage and also prosecute offenders of sexual, offenses. So, sir, we have been talking, and this week I want us to talk about rape on our minors in this country. So, sometimes back we had what's it called now? A complaint from a mother whose child was abused, sexually abused, and then because the person that raped this young girl happens to be a family member, and because of this, they advise themselves not to allow this to go out there, and so that people will not see their family as, bad people, and then they allow this young girl to suffer and also to keep silent so that she will not look, she will not take the shame of a predator. So, sir, I want to know what are the helps available in your agencies to help these people so that they can speak out against rape and also report if any of this happens to them.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you, Nigerians, for listening.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, the issue of rape is one that every Nigerian should be concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
And first, before I answer your question, it's important to say here that the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 expanded the scope of rape, because before now, what we used to know as rape is when someone forcefully forces someone into a sexual intercourse. But right now, the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 has actually defined rape as an act of intentionally penetrating the vagina of a woman, the anus, or the mouth of anybody at all, with any part of your body, or with any object, forcefully, without the consent of that person. That is rape.
True.
So it's no longer the traditional thing that we used to know just as rape. But coming back to your question, over the years we have had this conspiracy of silence over the issues of rape because of stigma.
Yeah.
Now the case you have brought up now, what is happening here is that the family, they are ashamed of what will happen when the matter goes out there. They are ashamed about the effect of stigmatization that will come not just on the little girl, but also on the entire family. But this is where the problem is. The problem is that for how long will they continue to keep quiet? For how long will they continue to allow this little girl to suffer? For how long will they continue to protect the name of their family at the expense of the development and well-being of this child? So for us, the important thing here is that when such things happen, it is important to name and shame this family member that has done this, because if you keep quiet now, he will move to the next family member that is close by, and before you know it, who knows how many people in the family will become his victims. But mind you, we are talking about rape. We are not just talking about only man against woman. We're also talking about woman against man, woman against woman, and what have you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
According to National Sexual Violence Resource Center statistics, 91% of victims of rape and sexual assaults are female, and 9% are male. 1 in 5 women and in 71 men will be raped at some point in their lives. So what can be done to reduce or completely eradicate rape in our society, you know?
Okay, thank you. Just like he has said, he made a definition of rape, and so we have an idea of what rape is. And so what can we do to reduce rape in our society? I think one thing that needs to, it's for us to continue to sound that rape is a crime. That's one. 2, we need to start naming and shaming perpetrators, because if you name and shame a person who has raped or abused another person, other people would, it will serve as a deterrent for other people. Thirdly, I also think that if survivors can come out and speak out against it, a lot of people understand that these things happen. A lot of people just think, oh, the person is lying or the person does not want to say. Yes, there are reasons why a survivor will not come, just like a couple he had already mentioned. Most importantly, I think laws and policies that punishes people who rape or perpetrators of rape should not just be passed, but be implemented. Yes, we have the VAP, the Violence Against Prohibition Act, that has been passed since 2015. How many cases has the VAP been used to prosecute?
I'll be asking you a question on that. Go ahead.
So the VAP needs to be used to prosecute perpetrators of violence. We need to ensure that these laws are not just passed and kept there to gather, let's say, dust or so, but it should be used so that when people know that, yes, the minimum penalty is 12 years, when they actually know that when you violate somebody or rape a girl or rape or when you rape someone, you're going to spend 12 good years of your life in prison. And yes, they actually spend those things. I'm sure it will reduce, or it will help eradicate or mitigate the amount or the number we are seeing.
Thank you very much. Do you have anything to say, Fish?
Yeah, I'll just come from the prevention point of view.
Okay.
For people to realize that the only cause of rape is the rapist. You know, it's not about what you're wearing, it's not about where you are, it's not about who you are, it's not about what you're doing. And it's not because you're walking, it's not because you're not in school, it's not because your parents sent you somewhere. It is because there was a rapist in that scenario. And when people are able to take ownership for their actions and for people not to pass blame, then you realize that it is your doing. It is you to do. It is you to prevent it. You know, we all have a part to play, definitely. But it is the rapist that caused the rape, not the survivor.
I agree with you. Okay, thank you very much. Sir, a while ago when No was speaking, she said something about strengthening our law, that how many people have been convicted based on the act, since the act, the what's it called now, has been passed in the House. So from your own agency, you have these cases coming here and there, and from your experience so far, is this law really bounding? Is it really biting? And have you been able to convict people based on rape?
Well, thank you. When Enoch spoke, I was glad that she said there is a law, which means that she has the knowledge that there is a law, but I also think that she ought to have gone further to maybe go through our websites to know some of the things that have happened since the law came into existence. One, we have a lot of cases of rape that are in courts right now. And in the last 1 year, between February last year and now, we have two convictions for life, because rape, the maximum punishment for
conviction
rape
for
is
life.
Conviction for life.
Wow.
Life imprisonment. And we have two of such imprisonments already here in the FCT. And we also have some other sentences that are lower than that because of some legal would I say maneuvers here and there. But one thing is important. We have talked about stigmatization. Many people who are raped are not ready to come out. Most times you discover that even this rape has happened within the family environment. The family members do not want those cases to come out.
True.
We have had cases where a father has raped a daughter, and we have gone to court, and the mother is the one coming there to threaten the daughter for her not to give evidence. But one thing also is important. There is what we call the Sexual Offenders Register, which is domiciled with NAPTIP, which all law enforcement agencies work on. And in this register, what we do is we have those who have been reported to have been involved in sexual offenses. Now, when they are convicted, we move them into a different platform where they are now properly exposed to the public. The public can go into that register to find out who is who. Why? What is the essence of that? The essence is to name and shame these people.
True.
And to also ensure that even service providers, when they are looking for people to employ, when they go there, they know those who are not employable. Those who cannot be employed in a situation where children or the opposite sex is concerned. So these are some of the things that we are doing, and we expect that people should actually go on our website and also see some of these things.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So on this, your last note, you brought me to my second question. In 8 out of 10 cases of rape, the victim knew the person who sexually assaulted them. So what does this mean? Most of the pedophiles, these rapists, are close to us. How do we prevent our young ones against these people?
Okay, so just like the statement you read, most people know the people that have abused them. This is because these are people they trust. These are people they are familiar with. These are people uncle cannot harm me, daddy cannot harm me, my brother cannot harm me, and then they trust these people and then think they are feeling or try to feel safe around these people, and then these people abuse them. Sometimes when this happens, there is that shock of, oh wow, can this person actually do this to me? I thought this person care about me. So the truth about it is, yes, they know these people. Most times they know who violated them, and because of that trust, it's usually hard for them to believe. But I believe that besides knowing these people, it's time people start talking about it. Like the example that was given earlier, a father has abused his daughter, and we're trying to protect the name of the family. Is it the girl's fault? Just like she mentioned, it's the rapist, not the person.
True.
But a lot of times we try to hide the rapist or the perpetrator, and which is why these things continue to happen. So yes, the knowledge about who is abusing them, people need to shame. It's because, oh, if I shame, it's my uncle, it's my brother, it's my father. People would say, my family is a bad, it's that name that they're trying to protect. That's why.
Thank you very much, Eno. I know education as a vaccine. I've had to do a lot of projects as regards to this. You've been on the field making researches, doing your, public opinion polls and all of that to, find out what really causes rape and all of that. So from your experience, what have your organization been able to bring out? Can you share from us from your field experiences?
Okay, so I would say one, it's this tradition and our social norms. A lot of people just believe so because this is what we do in our community, then it's okay. And then you would hear people say, because that girl is stubborn, I asked her out, or she did something, or we just want to teach her a lesson how to respect people. And then most times you just hear, this girl was gang raped. Maybe one boy has gone to ask her out, and then she says no. Sometimes they'll say, okay, she's behaving like a boy. Why is she behaving like a boy? She's supposed to behave like a girl. Let's teach her a lesson. Sometimes it could be that poverty could be the reason why this person, because they can't afford certain things, and then they're like, okay, this person is going to give me what I need, and so if this person is going to give me, I should as well just say, even if they are not saying yes, even if they are not consenting, but because that person is going to give them something. And then people lure, they can lure a child or a girl and say, okay, if I'll give you 5 naira or 10 naira, I'll buy you sweet, I'll buy you a phone or something, and then because of that, it also happens. Sometimes people are not aware of their rights.
Yeah,
and
true.
Since they're not aware of their rights, and then they are being violated, some people don't even understand what rape is. Some people don't even understand, and then some people will say, oh, I'm in a relationship, he's my boyfriend, so because I am dating him, I have to. And then you don't want to, but because he's my boyfriend, if I don't, he's going to leave me. That's low self-esteem too can also push a lot of people to be violated. And then some people don't understand what consent is.
True.
A lot of people just feel, like I mentioned earlier, I'm in a relationship, so it means that even if my boyfriend comes today and I'm not ready to engage in sexual intercourse with him, but because we are dating, it's a right. Meanwhile, I can choose to say no, even if I'm dating this person. These are some of the reasons. Sometimes it could be that this person has been maybe dispossessed, or they don't even have the means to be able to cater for themselves, and whatever they get,
and it makes them vulnerable.
Yes.
Faithful, you have a contribution?
Yeah, so I'll just say there's a disconnect between parent and child.
True, absolutely.
So in some cases, not all, you see that rape isn't a one occasion thing. You didn't just meet the person for the first time and the person raped you. There would have been a step. Maybe he touched my lap, or he asked me to come to his house, and that conversation is something you can have with your parent, like, Uncle so said I should come to his house tomorrow. Like opening up and saying the truth. But you see that children are told, shut up, keep quiet. And even when the child wants to talk, because you're tired, you're stressed, so we see that disconnect. And when the child is raped or something happens, they still don't know who to go to meet. And you see children taking advice from their friends. Like I even used to think like, do me and my friends, maybe we both don't know. Are we not in the same age group? I was going to be thinking and like, so why am I asking my friend for the advice that is in my head? It's like I'm asking for agreements.
Something that is
so
far
that I can think that what is in my mind is correct. Not necessarily asking for a right opinion.
True.
Or asking for the correct
just to
information.
convince yourself.
Yes, because there's nothing you want your friend wants to tell you that
you already know.
You know, so I see that disconnect, and people, you know, young people don't know who to go to it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Josiah, she spoke now about disconnect between parents and children. Are there things parents should do or should be doing that they are not doing based on your experience? And also, how can we fix this disconnect between parents and children so that we can save them from this issue?
You know, many parents tend to be very busy at the expense of their families. When I say busy, most times, busy doing nothing. Many of them, you discover they are one way or the other. Some were gossiping with friends. Some of them are sleeping inside the church, not caring what is happening to their children. But they are there praying, God help my family. Whereas the little thing you are supposed to do at home with your children, you are not doing it. You're expecting God to come down from heaven and go to your house where you left your child in the hands of criminals to go and do it. So, parents should have the spirit of observation about their children. They should have understanding on how to take care of their children. For goodness sake, if you are not ready to take care of a child, don't get involved.
So, yeah. And also
Don't get
relationship with their children.
Yes. Now, you should ensure, both father and mother should ensure that the children are their first friends. They should be able to tell you everything that has happened to them or that is happening to them. When you make your children become afraid of you all the time, what that means is that they will not tell you all that is happening to them and around them.
True.
Now, like she said, very little thing the child says, shut up. The child is not going to tell the story anymore. The father is coming home. If they hear the sound of the vehicle, everybody takes cover.
Yeah.
Everybody takes cover, including mother. Then how will you as a father now be able to hear from your children what is happening around them? How will your wife even come to you and say, sweetheart, see what this person told me today? And they can sit down together to know how to take care of these children. So what I'm saying is that parents should get their children closer to themselves so that they'll be able to trust them to open up to them.
True.
And ensure that what these children need, the basic needs, they should give to them. If you don't give to them, somebody else is outside there to provide it for them.
Thank you
and at
so
a
much.
very great cost.
Thank you so much, sir. At this point, we will quickly take a commercial, and then when we come back, we will throw the phone lines open. So stay right there. I thought I had started playing it. Okay, so after now, I'll throw the phone lines open. What?
I wanted to show you where the phones were.
Eh?
I wanted to show you where the phones were.
Yes, thank you.
Will you save it?
Yeah, but this is on Facebook.
Will you still like save it on the where can I get it?
Else protect office, factories, religious houses, schools, and hotels against coronavirus and other pathogens. Call Victoria on 0907 193 8680. Brixton Fumigation and Pest Control Services. We are friendly with pests and viruses.
Thanks for staying with us. In case you're just joining us, the show is Unbroken on 107.7 FM, Abuja, that is All Land Forces Radio Service. And with me in the studio, I have the Director, Public Enlightenment Department, National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, Mr. Josiah Emerile. And also, I have with me the representative of a non-governmental organization, Education as a Vaccine, Miss Eno Obong Equiri. Eno is the project manager for EAV, and also with me is Fabi Faithful, the program intern also for Education as a Vaccine. So it's so good to have you people on the show. Right about now, we're going to throw the phone lines open. So if you have a question, you have questions, or you have an issue you want to report, but rest assured that you have people right here in the studio to help you out quickly. So if you want to call us right about now to the show, the number to call is 081 274284. I call that again, 08187274284 or 07035421751. 07035421751. Hello, who is there?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, madam. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I am Precious calling from Kubwa.
Good evening, madam. What's your contribution?
Yes, I want to share with us sometimes the myth about rape.
Okay.
You know, there are some beliefs that come when it comes to rape.
Mm-hmm.
We believe that it is how the lady is being dressed,
True.
how they look, and what they wear has no impact on this at all because we are aware even in our system that even the 80s too are being raped, the 90s are being raped,
True.
the lady with the hijab is being raped, the lady in church is being raped.
Mm-hmm.
So rape is an act of violence, not sex.
True.
There is another myth that says that you can't rape somebody you are married to. When we are talking about sex, it is the consent. There must be consent. And when consent is not met, it is just a break.
True.
Also, most times they say, when the girl says no, she actually means yes. That's it. Most men,
Oh my goodness.
when the beating and the struggle, the physical effect is what makes it okay.
Thank you so much.
We know that sometimes the myth that men who are raped are men ill. Men who are raped are sexually frustrated.
Thank you so much,
And
ma'am.
it will make you know that most of these men that are married, they live with someone who they actively have sex with. So rape is a way of humiliating or exerting power over someone. It is not about the need to have sex.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We do appreciate your call. Madam Precious from Cuba. Hello, who is there? Where are you calling from? Okay, we lost the call. Okay, now, if you're trying to call us, the number to call is 090-719-38680. I call that again, 090-719-38680. All right, keep your calls coming in. They seem to be jamming. All right, so okay, to my next question. 81% of women and 35% of men report significant short-term. Okay, let's quickly take this call. Hello, who is on the line? Oh, can you hear me? Oh, so sorry. All right, we'll take that. Okay. Hello, who is there? Good evening, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Oh, so sorry. All right, who is there? Good evening. Oh, all right, I need someone to help me with these calls. Thank you. All right, so as I was asking a while ago, 85% of women and 35% of men report significant short-term or long-term impact. such as post-traumatic stress disorder. What help is available when a victim reports both long or short post-traumatic stress disorder in Nigeria? Are there help for victims? And if there are helps, how do we assess these helps? Hello, who is there? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling and where are you calling from?
My name is Clement Sonia. I'm calling from National State.
Okay, go ahead. What's your contribution or question?
Okay.
What's your question or contribution, sir?
My contribution.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead with your contribution. Other calls are trying to come in. Sorry, we can't hear you. Please try and call back. In case you are still trying to call us, the number to call is 0818 727 4284. 0818 727 4284. All right. Hello, who is there?
Mr. James.
Mr. James, good evening. You are very loud and clear. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Jikwe. My name is James.
Okay.
Zurich.
Okay, please, your question or contribution.
Mine is a contribution. Actually, I'm a ranking military personnel of my security agency.
Okay.
Maybe six is manageable for me.
Okay.
So, but I think I want to compliment everybody in the studio there.
Mm-hmm.
You and the person, is it having an educator NGO or something like that, the man speaking?
Okay, that's Mr. Josiah, the Director of Public Enlightenment Department, NAPTI.
Yes, then the director attached with NAPTI and the other meeting.
Okay, that is Eno from Education as a Vaccine.
Yes, I was former general secretary, 2019 NYC faction.
Okay.
So I was invited to the youth program we had before the election.
Okay.
At President Jonathan Center.
Okay.
So I actually had 2 CLOs before I left. So I represented my team.
All right, thank you so much. So what's your contribution, sir?
My contribution, we talked about trauma. I think there's someone that came from the Development Center.
Okay.
About trauma. So somebody asked, this may be a...
Hello, who is on the line and where? Sorry, we lost that call. Please do call us back. Hello, who is on the line and where are you calling from? Good evening, Mr. Oshola from Caro. What's your question? Please, your question again.
But because some of them, when we see them in town, there's nothing maybe anyone can do. This evening I was coming. What somebody with secretariat.
Okay, it's about dressing being a factor to raping somebody.
That's one of the factors.
Okay.
Not the main factor, but there are many factors.
Thank you so much. So my guest will answer your question now. So as you were coming, you saw somebody that dressed provocatively. As you're wondering if this is Hello, sir. Can you hear me? It's all right. He was talking about dressing as one of the factors that causes rape. Please, Eno.
Okay. That was I can't
Sorry,
remember.
Eno. Hello, who is there? Okay, Eno, go ahead.
Okay, so I just need to clear that information or what he said. Now, dressing is not actually a reason why a girl or a woman should be raped.
Go ahead, Eno.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. James calling back.
Okay, Mr. James. All right, from Jikoi. What's your contribution?
Okay, so
sorry, we lost him.
We have implemented several projects in Nasarawa, in Gombe, and in FCT, and a lot more. Now, there was a campaign we did. What we did was, even in Benue and Kaduna, what we did was that we said we went into communities and were interviewing and talking to people about sexual abuse. And what we did was we collated clothing and asked people to describe what they were actually wearing when they were raped. You need to see the pictures of what people were wearing when they were raped.
Please hold your thought right there. Let's see if this person will still be there. Hello, who is on the line and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mr. Dave from the school is trying to make my contribution.
Please make it quickly in a minute, sir.
Okay, so the question I was asked that day was, if anybody, I think it was my most sensitive emotion I've ever given in my life to the world and to the audience, the studio. So it was asked that if anybody gone through trauma and come out of it without feeling it, I actually answered that day and I said yes, I'm one of them.
Okay.
So dealing with the public contribution now is what the idea of rape. That's actually the number one sensitive most started spiritual thing God mystery. After this, the other things follow. So the idea is the origin of rape. So when you get the origin of rape, you start from the third breath.
All right, contribution is taken, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Third breath is what God gives me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you.
So the third breath, but everything applies to rape. Everything applies.
True,
There's
true.
all of them, they apply. But it's from the third breath, they have one.
All right, thank you. Your contribution is taken and noted. Thank you so much. We appreciate your call. All right, and I'll continue from where
So
you stopped.
I was saying you need to see now. Take note. I said Nasarawa, Gombe, Kaduna, even the FCT. Most of these places are northern states, and we have most people who wear hijabs, wear long clothing, and all of that.
True.
Now, when interviews were taken, or when these people were talked to, you would see that it wasn't about what they were wearing because they were properly dressed. So why would someone who was properly dressed?
Let me ask you, everybody, sir, I'm including you, Mr. Desire. We've heard from the cases you have treated in your organizations and from your research, we have seen 3-month-old being raped in Pampas, 2-month-old being raped, just got off Pampas and does not know any sense of dressing of any kind, can't make up, can't dress provocatively, and this category of children got raped. Can this category of people that just called into this show tonight that is defending bad dressing as one of the causes for rape, sir, please help me educate all of us.
Well, I don't think that there is any reason for us to get worked up over the issue of provocative dressing or whatever, but I think the issue of rape comes from the mind.
It's
And
a mind thing.
yes, and it's madness. It is madness. Because, for goodness sake,
Please hold your thought right there, sir. We do have a call. Hello, who is there and where are you calling from? Okay, hold on and let my guest answer your question. Hold on. And my guest is already answering you. The question I was asking him is, sir, you have heard that 2-month-old and 2 years old and in that range have been raped, and none of those people were wearing provocative dresses. So for those category of children, sir, can you listen? For those category of children, can you put this judgment forward?
I say that's one factor, which is mindset.
It's all right. So let my guest educate us, sir. It's
There are
okay.
many factors. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's
Not
okay.
particularly that the factor is only one. God bless you.
Thank you. All right. So please educate us, sir.
see, the issue of so-called provocative dressing as a factor is something we should get off our mind. Yes, we encourage decent dressing for everybody, both for man and for woman. But for somebody to wake up and say, I raped this person because of the way the person dressed, that is absolute madness. Because rape is a crime. And when you are caught, nobody is going to ask you,
What was the person you
what
raped
was the person wearing? What was the person naked? For goodness sake, if you have your brains properly in place, why can't you shut your eyes and continue? Did the person come to you Are you the only person who have seen that person dressed in that manner? So, like I said, it's something that is in the mind.
True.
Somebody has woken up, and what is in his mind is to have a dangerous sexual intercourse with somebody, irrespective of the age, irrespective of where, irrespective of when.
Thank you very much.
And it does not matter to this person what happens. The person has lost his brain,
Sure.
and the brain needs to be reset.
I hear you, sir. Thank you so much. If you're still trying to call us, just one more call before we go. The number to call is 090-719-38680. 090-719-38680. Faithful.
Okay, so I just want to explain that this issue of rape is you infringing on somebody's rights.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And where that person,
Sorry, let's take this call quickly. Hello, who is there? And where are you calling from? Quickly. 1 minute.
Okay, like it's a game Saturday. They were actually an apostle. That's what I want to say.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Go ahead with your contribution.
I want to go use it and it will work.
Okay. All right, please. Your last thought before we go.
where your right ends is where someone else's own starts.
Yeah, that's true.
So you cannot say because someone is wearing what she likes, you would now take that as a reason to rape. It is not. Never. It's not consent.
Thank you so much. Eno.
Okay, just like she has mentioned, what both of them have said is actually correct. It's a mindset and it's a right issue. Another thing we should look at is that because you can overpower that person, it's not because it's the fact that you can overpower that person, you feel you have strength than that person. That's why you abuse the person, not based on what that person was wearing.
Thank you so much, Eno. And also your last thought, sir?
Well, my last thought is to say that we should all know that rape is a crime. Rape is a crime, and for those of you who believe that God is looking at all of us, it's a crime before God, it's a crime before the law.
Thank
If you get caught up and the case comes to NAPTIP, it is life sentence.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
The judges in the FCT, they are not smiling.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Eno.
Okay.
No. I know we are done for today. We are another time again next week by God's grace. So thank you so much, Eno, for being part of the show. Eno is the project coordinator for Education as a Vaccine, and also my very good friend here, Faithful, and also to Mr. Josiah Emerule, the director for National NAPTIP. Thank you so much for being part of the show. We're so grateful to everyone that called onto the show. Indeed, you made the show so interactive. We shall be back again next time, same station. My name remains Bolanley. Till I come your way again next week, I say no to gender-based violence. Thank you and good night.
Bye.
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 Thank you so much for being back. Please, photographs.
This program will never get.
Sir, I will forward all of them to you personally.